Curious if the camera works. Probably does. Let's see. Copy. And I want to follow. Bum 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 ba dum. Bum 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 ba dum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Copy the link. Bum ba dum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the microphone works. That's good. 'Dun, dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's take this thing apart. Bum, 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 bum. How's everyone doing? Right. So the reason why I call the video or the live stream doing it the stupid way is because I'll be using pliers. I won't be using a soldering iron for this. Yeah, the stupid way. No, not a hammer, but with pliers. Let me just power it off. Boom, 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 ba-dum. There we go. Alrighty. Hell yeah. That's right, Bushan. All you need for this mod are pliers. I know that the proper way of doing it is by desoldering the little components, but from what I've heard from both like Martin and others, it's very, very difficult to actually remove these components using a soldering iron if you don't know, like if you don't have like a proper soldering station with like a hot air gun. All here. There's 6 people watching. Yeah, so I've already done this to 3 other phones, and it was surprisingly easy. What you need to do after you're finished with actually removing these components is you run the factory image made by Martin for the factory, as the name entails, and as you run the automated tests, it flashes ANX, and then you're pretty much done, and it just works, and you can get you can connect a like you can connect peripherals to your PinePhone, or you can get HDMI out in those kernels which have that enabled, so those images which run kernel 5.7 and what have you. Someone post this on 4chan. Has been ages since I used 4chan. And getting a real audience. 13 people watching. That's right. Yeah, I used 4chan when I was like at university or what have you. Give me a second. Got a text message from wife. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, Lucas makes a long screw with all the other screws. Long screw? There is a long screw? Is there a screw that's longer than the other screws? No, there isn't. Is there? I don't think there's a longer screw than the others. I think that's all. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Okay. There we go. Come on. Come on, screw. Oh, whatever. Okay. Right. Let's remove the midsection. Also, if you do this, a really cool little mod you can do is add a thermal pad between the A64 and the LCD panel. They didn't do that at the factory because they were worried that the LCD panel is going to get too hot. But it doesn't get too hot, and it does improve thermal performance, not by a whole lot, by a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Right. And if you're going to be doing this, then I also strongly suggest that you leave the little what are these connectors called for the antenna? That's UFL. That you leave that one in place. It's very difficult to reconnect for whatever reason. I had a problem on all the other phones that I took apart, reconnecting it, kind of having it snap back into place. Like you don't have to take it like off because you can just flip the PCB like this. Alrighty. And out you go. Good. Oh, there we go. So the next step here is removing the shield. And there are little gaps in the metal cover, which you can just kind of slip a screwdriver under, gently pry it up. All right, move that. Can you guys see anything? Oh, sorry about that. Alrighty, so we got the shield off. And now for removing the little components. Let's see, maybe I can bring the camera in a smart way. Now, will that work better? Maybe. Okay, so the little components we want to remove are, where's the camera here? Is it gonna focus? Focus. No, it won't focus. Okay, but it is these two little components over here. Might increase viewers. What did he write? Is this hardware porn? No. Might increase viewers. The phone dangling partly from cables gives me anxiety. Actually more resistant to breaking. Okay. So the trick with removing these using pliers, with regular pliers, is that you don't rock, like you don't take the component and you don't rock it this way, or you don't pull up, you twist it. You twist it like this, like left to right. So then the little balls that it's sitting on, they just kind of, it comes off these balls and just slides off. Right. Let's grab one. Gently turn it like this. There you go. It comes clean off, leaving no residue, nothing. There we go. That's it. We're done. I know you guys probably can't see this. I also have a pretty shitty camera, so there you go. 2 little components and it's done. Perfectly clean. I'll see if I can bring this up to this camera without it going into like complete blur mode. I can't. So you have to trust me on this, but it's perfectly clean. Like from pictures I saw, I can't tell the difference between this and when people desolder this. Right? So let me just get a thermal pad for it. Okay. We have a thermal pad. And where is the shield? Where's the shield? Where did I put the shield? Here's the shield. Okay. Right. Shield back on and pressed into place. I want to test PinePhone hardware with factory image. Can I just flash the latest version 49 to SD card and test? I don't know. Yeah, presumably. Is that the latest? I think Martin has a newer one. Right. So let's cut up a thermal pad to fit vaguely into place, like so. There we go. Maybe a bit too big. Good. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I suppose I haven't forgotten to do anything. No, that's all. That's all. Good, 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 good. All good, all good. Click, click. Two. Three. The camera's in there. Yeah. And 4. There we go. And now we just screw together the midsection. Oh no, we don't. First, we need to tuck in this cable. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this isn't a proper fix if the two pieces aren't replaced, for sure, for sure. But like I actually don't know what if you don't add those like replacement parts, what functionality are you missing? Because when I was doing when I did the other phones, I could get my like my mouse and keyboard to connect to it. Oh shit, I forgot a little piece. No. Okay, going back. Uh, so I could get USB to work. I could get charging via a dock working, and I could get HDMI out. So I'm not really sure what are these like replacement components for. Nothing more permanent. There's nothing more nothing more permanent than temporary fix. Yes, true. Agreed. Right. Okay, pry this back open. I forgot there's this little piece here, uh, like this, and that goes over the proximity sensor, I think, and light sensor. And it popped out, and I forgot to put it back. Okay. It would be clever if I would remove all the ribbons first. At least this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Like so. Let's put it back into place. Back into place. And the little devilishly difficult to reattach UAFL cable just came off. Come on. Come on. Cooperate. Okay, this one did work. That's fine. I previously struggled for like a couple of minutes to get it back into its socket. Okay, we got this, we got this, we got this. Battery. There. Okay, now I can screw it all back together. Someone said that there is a long screw, but there isn't a long screw, is there? Okay. There are switches that enable power on CC lines. How to open the back plate? Like, do you mean like this? Or do you mean to take off the midsection? Like for the midsection, all you need to do is, like if you look at the side of the phone, it has there's like space. Shit. Okay. There's like space. Oh, my camera is so bad. But there's spaces between like the midsection and like the LCD assembly. And you can put anything in between the two and just kind of pry it gently open. It just comes up like this. And then if you have like a credit card or something, you can just take it in underneath and just pry around it. It just comes right off. The back cover, which sits tightly. You know what? Yeah, I know that some of the back covers are sitting in place quite tightly, but from my experience, if you take it off a couple of times, it just kind of loosens up. Like if you just got your phone, it's going to be quite tight. But if you take off that back cover like 3 or 4 times, it's going to be fine. It's going to be coming on and off just quite easily. Dun, dun, dun. Have you guys ever watched Ben Heck? He's got an amazing video where he did a automated facial mask, like for like for like going out into public and stuff. One that which closes and opens automatically, like the Predator's jaws. Is pretty cool. Okay. Almost done. Right. I know that some people have had problems with on the Braveheart phones with the batteries being stuck because of kind of the tolerances on the molding. This has been already resolved on UB ports and all editions coming in the future. So I know that this was an issue on Braveheart phones, but this is just a question of tolerances. I understand that there are two different factories producing these batteries, and just one happens to be like a millimeter or 2 millimeters taller. So already on this is actually a Braveheart phone, I think. Yeah, it is. But on the UB Ports phones and on Postmarket OS Community Edition and all future phones, that tolerance has been increased slightly, so it shouldn't be an issue. Alrighty. So what we should do now is we should get the factory image. Oh, I need to get a SIM card as well. Okay. All right. SIM card out. SIM card in. SD card in. Battery in. Now we're just missing the newest factory images. They also require you to connect up USB. So I need to find a USB-C cable. Oops, something fell. Okay. And that should be it. I'm looking for the dock now. Okay, and here's the dock, so we can just see if my little stupid way of doing this worked. So yeah, so all you need to do to flash the ANX is just run the automated test. And you can tell that it's flashing because it stops on the ANX auto test and kind of just hovers there for a little bit. And then it goes to OK. Okay. And pending, pending, pending. Good. Okay, cool. So that must be done. Now we can power the phone down. And I think Phil said that in Manjaro, they already have all the functionality for convergence, so you can connect up a dock and have it all working. Any ideas why factory test shows pending at half of automatic tests? Yeah, I've got an idea. If you have, or if you don't have a SIM card in your phone, then that's going to happen. If you do not have your phone connected to USB-C, that's going to probably also happen. If you still have the little plastic strip between the battery and the contacts on the phone. That's going to happen. And obviously, if you have the kill switches turned off, then or turned on, that's also going to happen. Okay. All right. So we can boot into Manjaro now. And also, like, mind you guys, like, I am super untechnical, especially when it comes to hardware. Like, I really don't know how to do this sort of stuff. And this, how long did it take me? The stream is 25 minutes, and I had to fumble around and fiddle with it. Uh, come on. Come on, come on. There we go. To get it going. So I think that this is pretty much a fix just about anyone can do. The foolproof key is to use a plastic card. Okay. Oh, there we go. And let's see if my little hacky way of doing this worked. Sure enough, it did, because you can see, there you go. LED lights are on. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have mouse working. Yay. So there you go. Nice and simple. It's quite an easy fix. How are you going to demo the fix? Would you get a sneak peek at dock maybe? Yeah. So here's the dock, the one which is going to come with the post-market OS phones is going to be black in color as opposed to this silver color, so it kind of matches the phone nicer. I don't remember if we requested for the dock to be branded or not, but I don't think it was. Thanks for the demonstration. You're welcome. Yeah, I can't really figure out how I would connect the phone to HDMI right now, just kind of because of how I'm sitting and how shitty this camera is. But we can and also try connecting USB-C or a USB disk to it, so I can show you that works. Let's see. Do I have one? And this may be a disk or what is it called? A flash drive. Let's see. All right, but I will have to install the utility for it. What is it called in Manjaro? Is it called GNOME disks? Let's make some space. Sudo pacman GNOME disks. Or maybe it's GNOME disk utility. GNOME disk utility. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. Yeah. All right. By the way, Manjaro runs really, really, really nicely. 8 disks. There you go. I have a little 8 gig USB stick attached to it, so you can see you can get additional functionality this way. Actually, we can mess around with it for a minute. I have like maybe another 15 minutes before I have to go. So if anyone is still watching, all the like 3 of you, we can try to see what else we can do. I wonder if I have other gadgets on hand. Like for instance, I have other Wi-Fi. What is this? This is Bluetooth. Okay. Let's see. Do you think you can connect another Wi-Fi to it? That could be like useful for like security related stuff. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up here. It does show up here. That is pretty cool. Okay, so I connected a USB Wi-Fi chip, and it shows up. So you have VLAN. Oh, and then you have the raw link. How cool is that? That is genuinely quite cool. Let's see. Maybe if I connect like a USB, a USB AC one, that's gonna work as well. I didn't expect it to just work like this and also to show up so nicely. That's nice. Okay, let's remove this one. And let's see, can we get the AC one to work? Wi-Fi. No, we can't get this one to show up. Unfortunately. Okay. That could just be missing drivers. Okay. Well, there you have it. I hope this helped out whoever is going to watch this video and showed you that you can do it in a really, really stupid way, but one which kind of works and you can be done with it in like 20 minutes and have most of the functionality you would out of the dock in those 20 minutes. Cool. Thanks, guys.